Hello there. Welcome to the channel everybody, welcome back if you've been here before, welcome if you're new, and welcome to episode 4 of our Build with Beans series at FOB Twinkle, Starlight Drive-In. Now this is a no mods building series and I won't be using any Creation Club assets throughout, but I will be using DLC items, and in this episode we're going to be building an Artillery Firepost and some settlement walling to go along with it. Now I'll be making heavy use of various different glitches, but chiefly the rug glitch, the pillar glitch and the Shillar glitch, well the Shillar Drop. That was discovered by Oldie Noodle. Because I'm using it a lot in this video, even though I've previously summarised it, I'm going to pop a link to it in the description. So if it's a building glitch you're unfamiliar with, go watch Oldie Noodle's video, really good. But anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's get on, let's roll the intro and let's get into the build. Hope you enjoy. As the Minutemen push forward, FOB Twinkle grows, with our gatehouse repelling attacks, amenities built for our troopers, and little man out on patrol. It's time to start building up some proper defences. Alrighty then, we're in workshop mode, and what I've got here is basically a simplified version of what I want to do. So when I have an idea, I tend to just use whatever materials that are easy to work with and snap together. In this instance, it's been the concrete bit. So I'll sort of workshop the size and the scale and like the shape of what I want. And sometimes, you know, I'll leave it as is, and sometimes I'll basically do what I'm going to do here. Now, what I've gone and done is got a load of low shillers, so I can shillar glitch all of these junk fences over this, basically trace over it in essence. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So with everything on, I'm pretty happy with how I've traced over it. So now I'm just going to cement all of these in place by getting rid of these shelves, the shillers, sorry. I'm going to just delete the post and that'll sort it. With the curved ones, they do a little bit of jumping, but the flat ones seem to be pretty solid. I'm sure there's many people who figured out how to do this better than me out there, but here we go. Yes, I'm pretty happy with how it's looking, with everything dropped down. I like that bit where it's a little bit uneven, gives it a bit of a different feel. But yeah, I'm happy with it. With that, all that's left to do is delete the concrete part. And there we are with all the concrete taken out. So it's a nice little sort of enclosed structure, keeping it sort of open as I wanted. And yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how it's all fit together. I think it looks pretty good. So next up, I want to make a wall to connect this to this, but I don't want it to be just a box standard wall because that's the type of walling I'm going to have over there. So what I've got is this train car here, because I did say I wanted to use more of the train pieces, you know, with the train itself being over there, and I've just, you know, slapped on some stuff around it. I've tested it out, and with the foundations it doesn't work for what I want, but without the foundations and with like the steel skirts, it does work. So yeah, I'm just going to shillar glitch this into place and then maybe slap a few extra bits onto it. So I'm pleased with the height of it and the position of it. It's pretty snug. I'd like to just close that little gap there, which I'm going to get to, and of course it's a bit off the ground. So I think what I'm going to do is play around, maybe swap a few of these pieces out, make it a little more scrappy, and yeah, I'll be back. Alright, so I've slapped a little bit of extra scrappy chunks of wood on there just to make it look a bit nicer, fit in a bit more. So I'm just going to delete these and get all my bits back. And I've done an extra bit round here just to block it off there. Oh. I like that the ladder's bleeding through as well because I like the little ladder. So yeah, now I've got this. I'm pretty pleased with this and how it looks. And now I'm basically just going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to make a slightly different structure, but make one out of boxcars as I have with that. And then I'll be right back and we'll have a look around that. So yeah, you can see there we've got a second boxcar. I've done what I've done with the guardhouse, the Tango and Caps trick, putting the wooden balcony on the boxcar opening. And turn that into a guard post, and then I've just used the Shillar Drop and the pillar glitch to basically clad the boxcar in some bits of wood and metal and junk fence. Got a little ramp round here for access, and of course got an NPC stuck. We'll be maybe taking that door off if you can't get through it. But yeah, looks pretty cool in here with all the barbed wire and that from the junk walls, I think. And then round here, over the artillery piece, I've got a little tent pole, raider tent thing. Just covering whoever's going to be operating the RT. It was a little bit of a tricky one to get in, to be honest, but I built a platform, because I find sometimes it's a little bit better if you're looking down on things, if it's a congested area, rather than being at ground level. But yeah, I just need to decorate these, fit them out. Won't be anything too groundbreaking, so I'm going to do that off screen and then we'll have a look around at the end. Alright, so here we are with the sun beating down and our fit out done. As you can see, not much extra going on the outside, but if we come around we'll take a look at the different areas inside, starting off with this big boxcar. Now I've got my double boxcar doors that I like over here. And inside I've fitted out the guard post just with some weapon boards. I'll pop down some big chunky guns so they can lay down the lead if they need to, if anything's coming in on this angle. And inside here I've just basically kept it quite sparse. I've popped a couple little personal storage bits and some mattresses. The idea being that if any Minutemen are coming here from a different Minutemen facility, then they can stay here because there's not any room in the purpose-built barracks. There's just what there is for our troops, but they can stay here, pull a guard shift, so they're working their way, earning their keep as they stop here. But yeah, if you've got any ideas for anything else you're doing here, I'd love to hear it in the comments. I'm not really sure what else needs doing. I'm trying to keep it build budget-ish, friendly-ish, and not go massively overboard, but I'm always keen to hear some cool solutions. So yeah. Oh, I also got rid of the door because she just could not get out of there when the door was open. So yeah, staying open. Now we'll move on to the artillery firepost. Now I've popped a lot of different vault bits, like vault boxes, throughout. The reason being is my headcanon having the vault chunks over there and all the train cars around is that we scavenge from the train that's over there that you can't see through the toilets, but it was carrying a bunch of Vault Tech shipments to Vault 111 for a planned expansion, but obviously bombs fell, never got there, and now the stuff's ours to play about with. So yeah, not much going on here, just some storage, little low level lighting because I didn't want to light this up so it was dead visible, obviously with it being open so our artillery can fire out. And then over here I've got like this little radio area where basically if somebody's about to throw down some smoke, they can call in on the radio, shout out where they're firing from, and if I go to the map, what I've done is basically numbered it because the artillery fires 5 of these squares in like a square. So what I've done is say if this is like A, B, C, and then 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth, around in the 5 square mark around Starlight Drive-In, we've got the sectors, so D7 to D11 and H7 to H11 and in between. So the radio call comes in, you know, fire requested at D9. Watch for the smoke. Smoke comes in, we fire, get on the radio, fire for effect, fire coming in, and yeah, that comes down. Now the way I've done this is basically just pillar glitched a poster into some of these weapon boards and popped this table there and yeah, popped it all together. So cool little installation bit there. But yeah, that's our artillery firepost. And we'll move on to the last boxcar. Just quickly show that. Now I've made this one unmanned one because if I wanted to get some stairs in here it would be blocking the toilet doors and we can't have that now. So it's unmanned, and as such it's got no lighting in there, but it's also got this little conduit ladder. Now the methodology for that is just pillar glitching using Great Grandpa Gamer's trick for lining up conduits, and they've lined up really well, so I'll drop a link to that in the description. I mean, it's a Great Grandpa video, you know you're getting a really good tip and trick that you're going to be using forever, so yeah, pop that in the description. And then with these lanterns, this is an idea that's kind of jointly inspired by Flateska and Tango and Caps. Now I've seen Tango and Caps putting these lamps like with a pillar onto the flamingos, the lawn flamingos. And I also seen Flateska in one of his builds pop one of these on a chain on one of the stalls, and that gave me the idea to like hang them up here. So say if you are going in here for any of the storage, you grab your center lantern, climb up the ladder, hey, and you just pop it in here when you're looking for something. When it comes to junk decorating, I'll pop a few empty lamps in here just to make it look like people have left theirs by accident. But yeah, couple more vault things, and I've just got this sort of thing that I've built out of a couple drawers that I've pillar dropped in and then rug glitched in these turrets and this spotlight. And we'll just go take a look on the other side rather than having to run around. We'll cut there, and yeah, as you can see, we've got our turrets and our spotlight up there, just keeping a watch over here. There's the train we've been scavenging the vault parts from, and the box cars. But yeah, you can see like the little drawer there that I've just matte glitched these into, and close off some metal. And like I mentioned earlier on, I tried pillar glitching the boxcar that's got the foundations in here, just wasn't working. So I decided to just go with a raised regular boxcar and block it off with some extra scrappy bits of wood, with some Shillar glitching, Shillar dropping and pillar glitching. And now that we've got this bit built, as we come round the front and go around the side, and pardon little man's wheels, they've despawned, we'll go get them, don't worry, I know where the tyres are. But we've got now a really good chunk of walling built, so as we go from this part here with the gatehouse, we come through here, we've got like this quite standard settlement walling going on with our toilet wall. But then as we get to this side, with the plain open space, we've got quite an imposing, intimidating bit of walling with our artillery firepost and all our junk walling, our little security post there. So yeah, it's all starting to really come together here at FOB Twinkle. But that is pretty much a conclusion of our video, so I really hope you liked it. If you did, please let me know in the comments what you liked, and if you've got any suggestions that you would add on to this, I would love to hear them in the comments. It's going to be more ammunition to throw on to another bonus episode where we build some viewer suggestions, which I really enjoyed doing. So yeah, please keep them coming as the series keeps going. And yeah, of course, if you did like the video, please do drop us a like, give us a comment, as I've said about 300 times now. And if you're not subscribed to the channel and you want to, please do hit the subscribe button. Loads of Fallout buildy bits on the channel, and you know, loads more planned and coming. So yeah, subscribe, you're not going to be disappointed if you like what I'm doing already. But yeah, that'll be pretty much it. Just want to say a massive thank you to you everyone for tuning in, and a big thank you for those who did watch the electric chair video. Didn't get a massive amount of views, but I don't mind because I really enjoyed it, and the people who watched it seemed to enjoy it as well. However, that's it. That's me calling wraps on this one. I do hope you enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a lovely couple of weeks till I see you next. Take care, you sens. Take care of each other. Ta-ra.